retro muscle. Let's go. So, we're actually starting with a car that's not in here. It's the 1987 Buick Regal GNX, which, with good reason, it's the only Buick in the game, because all the rest of them are terrible. It starts at C548. It's rear-wheel drive with its engine probably in the front. It has a speed of 5.9, a handling of 5.1, an acceleration of 7.2, a launch of 7, and a braking of 4.4. Next is the 1988 Chevrolet Monte Carlo Super Sport, which costs 25,000 credits. It starts at C538. It's rear-wheel drive with its engine in the front. It has a 5.2 in speed, a 5.6 in handling, a 5.8 in acceleration, a 6.1 in launch, and a 4.5 in braking. Next is the 1990 Chevrolet Camaro IROC Z, which costs 25,000 credits. It starts at C540. It's rear-wheel drive with its engine in the front. It has a 5.9 in speed, a 5.2 in handling, a 6.6 in acceleration, 6.6 in launch, and a 4.5 in braking. Next is the 1995 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1, which costs 45,000 credits. Starts at A735. It's rear-wheel drive with its engine in the front. It has a 6.7 in speed, a 6.7 in handling, an 8.1 in acceleration, a 7.9 in launch, and a 7.3 in braking. Next is the 1999 Dodge Viper GTS ACR, which costs 75,000 credits. Starts at A735. It's rear-wheel drive with its engine in the front. It has a 7.1 in speed, a 6.5 in handling, an 8.2 in acceleration, an 8.1 in launch, and a 7 in braking. Next is the 1993 Ford SVT Cobra R, which costs 28,000 credits. It starts at C574. It has rear-wheel drive and an engine in the front, and it has 5.4 in speed, 5.8 in handling, 6.7 in acceleration, 6.9 in launch, and a 5.5 in braking. Next is the 1992 Ford Falcon GT, which costs 25,000 credits. It starts at C597. It's rear-wheel drive with its engine in the front. It has a speed of 6.1, a handling of 5.9, an acceleration of 7, a launch of 6.8, and braking of 4.9. Next is the 1995 Ford SVT Cobra R, which costs 29,000 credits. It starts at B607. It's rear-wheel drive with its engine in the front. It has a 5.9 in speed, a 6 in handling, a 7.1 acceleration, a 7 in launch, and a 5.8 in braking. Next is a not really retro muscle car, but it's like the Morgan three-wheeler situation where it's just a remade version of the actual car that should be put here. It's just, they didn't bother to put the actual car in. They just put the modern version in. So, the 2010 Ford Crown Victoria Police Interceptor, yep, retro, 2010. 25,000 credits. It starts at C562. It's rear-wheel drive with its engine in the front. It has a 5.3 in speed, a 5.8 in handling, a 6.1 in acceleration, a 6 in launch, and a 4.8 in braking. Next is the 2000 Ford SVT Cobra R, which costs 55,000 credits. It starts at B673. It's rear-wheel drive with its engines in the front. It has a 6.7 in speed, a 6.3 in handling, a 7.6 in acceleration, a 7.2 in launch, and a 6.5 in braking. Next, finally out of the Fords, it's the 1985 HDT VK Commodore Group A. Yep, which costs 28,000 credits. It starts at C579. It's rear-wheel drive with its engine in the front. Its speed is 5.2. Its handling is 5.8. Acceleration is 7.1, launch is 6.9, and braking is 4.9. Next, the 1988 Holden VL Commodore Group A SV, which costs 46,000 credits. It starts at C542. It's rear-wheel drive with its engine in the front. It has a 5.9 in speed, a 5.3 in handling, a 6.9 in acceleration, a 6.7 in launch, and a 5.3 in braking. Next is the 1996 HSV GTSR, which costs which costs 85,000 credits. It starts at B669. It's rear-wheel drive with its engine in the front. It has a 6.2 in speed, a 6.5 in handling, a 7.3 in acceleration, a 7.4 in launch, and a 6.4 in braking. Next, probably the worst, possibly the worst car in the game, as voted by the public, is the 2000 Plymouth Prowler, which costs 35,000 credits. Starts at C567. It's rear-wheel drive with its engine in the front. It has 5.4 in speed, a 5.6 in handling, a 7 in acceleration, a 7.3 in launch, and a 5 in braking. And finally, the 1987 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am GTA, which costs 25,000 credits. It starts at C529. It's rear-wheel drive with its engine in the front. It has a 5.6 in speed, a 5.2 in handling, a 6.1 in acceleration, a 6.4 in launch, and a 4.4 in braking. And that is the end of Retro Muscle. Next time, it's Modern Muscle. Getting better. Yeah.